This is the first of a number of coronavirus Ealing updates that I'll give as leader of the council over the coming days and weeks and months as we go through this really challenging time together. The first thing I want to say is that I would really call and ask people, plead with people to stay at home. There really is no need to go outside unless you are a key worker and unless you need to go to the shops to get vital food and supplies. I've been working from home for the last week, as have my cabinet colleagues and other councillors and officers. Unless you're a key worker, there really is no need to go outside. We need to make sure that we're doing this in order to save lives. Ealing has already got one of the highest infection rates for COVID-19. And we need to make sure that we're not in the same position as Italy is now in a couple of weeks, where there are increases in deaths and increases of infections, where our NHS will not be able to cope. We need to protect our NHS so that it can look after the most vulnerable. Yesterday was a beautiful sunny day, and everybody felt the natural inclination to go out to our parks and our green spaces. But I'd ask you to think and not do that unless you really need to. Yesterday I saw people playing contact sports, not following the social isolation guidance that we've been given of keeping 2 meters apart, touching equipment in our play areas and our outside gyms, which can transfer the infection onto others very easily. We need to change that, so as of today, we've made the decision as the council to close our play areas, to close our outside gyms, to close our tennis courts, our skate parks, and make sure that people are also following the social distancing guidelines. It's really important that we all behave responsibly, and so our park rangers and our park guard services will be looking to ensure that these closures of those areas in our parks are adhered to. Now, we recognise that going to our parks and being in green space is vital to our physical and mental well-being. First of all, I'd ask you to use your own gardens if you have them and try to stay at home. But if you feel you need to go out, then follow the social distancing guidelines, act responsibly, and don't do anything that would cause this virus to spread. Unless we act in this way now, we'll have to close all of the parks and stop all access to our parks and green spaces. We don't want to do that, but if things carry on as they are, we may well have to. Also, it's vital that we do this in order to save lives. Please follow this advice and help us to save the lives of fellow people in Ealing who are really vulnerable, and also to protect our NHS. Thank you very much.